Today's talk is also going to be about why certain great innovations succeed while some great innovations fail. I'm going to talk about the innovations will more likely succeed if we can bring along the partners in the innovation ecosystem with us. So that's the premise of my talk today. And to make that point, I am going to take an example from an industry that is very different from mine, and that is the automobile tire manufacturing. The company in spotlight is Michellin, a French multinational company. They had an envious position in 1990s. They were the largest tire manufacturer in the world, and they were also the most innovative. They introduced the radial tire in 1946. And in 90s, they announced they are going to come with the next big thing in tires, which they called as the PAX system. P-A-X, PAX system. So what is a PAX system? If you are driving a car, and if your car tire gets punctured, you normally have to stop. But if you have a PAX system, you don't have to stop. You can keep on driving for 125 miles at a highway speed, let's say a maximum of 55 miles per hour. It's great. So what is there not to like about it? First of all, it's hugely convenient. You don't have to stop the car, get the jack from the deck and start to repair. You don't have to call the tow truck. You don't have to call the repairman and wait for that. It's very convenient. You can keep on driving to your office, park the car in the office, and call somebody to fix it, right? It's great. Or you can drive to the mechanic. Roughly 200,000 automobile accidents in the United States happen because of less air tire pressure. So it also contributes to the safety of the vehicle. Now, if you don't need to replace the car tire immediately, that means you don't need a spare tire. And that means you can have more space for luggages when the automobile companies design the car. So also more space. The Honda Corporation declared in 2005 that their Odyssey minivan will carry the PAX system and therefore will have more room for luggage. So everything was looking good. The famous New York Times wrote an article in 2004 basically praising the company, driving without air but driving. A year later, they praised Michellin for reinventing the cars. But in 2007, the tone started to change. They were asking, is Michellin solving a problem or creating many problems? A few more months later, New York Times declared that Michellin is giving up on PAX tires. So they are retiring the system. J.D. Power Survey magazine, which is a very influential magazine in the automobile industry, they said 7 out of 8 customers said they wanted this tire, but still it got retired. Why? There were 2 problems. Problem number 1. To replace a PAX tire, the mechanics needed special equipment. And most mechanics did not carry this special equipment because there were only a few cars with PAX system. So if you were the proud owner of a PAX vehicle, if you have your tire punctured, you go to a mechanic and he says, sorry, I cannot help. You go to the next person, they say, sorry, I cannot help. So eventually you spend a lot of time trying to figure out a mechanic, and many people ended up buying a new tire because it was just more easier. The second problem was for the automobile manufacturers to include the PAX system, they had to redesign their underbody of the car, which is not an easy process. It takes almost 36 months to do that. A lot of money, needs regulatory approval. So it was difficult for them. And the cash-strapped automobile manufacturers said, we are going to wait. If PAX becomes the standard everywhere, we will adopt, but we are going to wait. But the PAX failed before, and they did not include that. So what is happening here? There is a great product, but the product is not fitting the ecosystem. The product cannot be replaced by the mechanics. The product cannot be included by the automobile manufacturers. Remember, when Michelin had their radial tire, it was easy. Just replace the old tire and put a radial tire. But PAX system was different. It required re-engineering. And many times when we have great products, we need to think, how does it fit with the ecosystem? And the fit with the ecosystem will partly determine the success of the innovation. That's the point I'm trying to argue here. That if you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. And bring those partners who can help your product fit very well with the ecosystem. And that is a concept that I want to share with you. It's a concept that we at Novartis are starting to embrace. And we welcome more people to join these efforts to bring longevity and good health to the citizens of Korea. 감사합니다. Thank you very much.
Thank you.